So how is hopefully you have had a nice daytime. It's so great. Now let's go ahead with our reading and reciting at the home of Mary and Virtue, okay? So great. Yeah, as always, I would like to listen to your reading or reciting as the review of yesterday's content. So who would like to be the first one? Okay, Ellie, you always be the first. Thank you so for your support. Yeah, okay.
The kind mentor, she writes this novel while thinking, but she has a good comment of her thinking. Well, for all of you within this life, what have you created already?
Yes, exactly. So that's the question. Something about spirit. Okay. All right. And so your time, Elva, to go ahead with yesterday's.
Yes, thank you. The kind mentor, she reads this level while thinking, but she has a good command of her thinking. While for all of you within this life, what have we created already? Created already.
Yeah, created. Yes, amazing. Yeah, thank you so much for your support. Anybody else? If nobody else, we can go ahead with today's. Hi. Okay, I will read it. Maybe let me check. Yes, something wrong. I made a mistake. This is the 28th content, and just now we read something about the 30th at the end of September. Thank you so much, for Ellen's reminder. I see it. Now, for yesterday's, Ellen, would you like to repeat it? Okay, yes. Go ahead.
W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just dependent on the source, the forethinking.
Yes, thank you so much. And also your time, Elva, please.
Yes, W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the source, the forethinking.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Now I will do it. Oh, Joy, your time, please. Hello, Joy.
Yes, okay. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. I can hear you.
Yes. W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the forethinking.
Wow,
okay.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much. Now let's go back to today's September 30th, also the last day of September, right? So are you ready to recite it? Who would like to be the first one to recite it? Yes, amazing. Ellen, you go ahead, please.
The kind mentor, she writes this novel while thinking, but she has a good comment of her thinking. Well, for all of you within this life, what have you created already?
Oh, amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, a bit longer, but you handle it successfully. Okay, you read it again, please. Hi, Ellie. Time for you to read it.
The kind mentor, she writes this novel while thinking, but she has a good comment of her thinking. Well, for all of you within this life, what have you created already?
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much. It's your time, Elva. Read and recite.
Yes, thank you. The kind mentor. She reads this level while first thinking, but she has a good command of her first thinking. While for all of you within this life, what have you created already? Now recite.
Amazing. Yes.
The kind mentor. She reads this level while first thinking, but she has a good command of her first thinking. While for all of you within this life, what have we created already?
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Eva. Okay, Joy, you go ahead.
Yes, the kind mentor, she writes this novel well for thinking, but she had a good command of her for thinking. Well, for all of you, within this life, what have you created already? Now I try to recite it.
Yeah.
The kind mentor, she writes this novel well for thinking, but he had a good command of her for thinking. Well, for all of you, within this life, what have you created already?
Amazing. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much,
you.
Joy. Native speakers level. I really enjoy it. Thank you. Okay, Manju, good evening.
Good evening, teacher.
Good evening. Yeah, so great to hear you. Recite, please.
Yes. The kind mentor, she writes this novel while first thinking, but she has a good command of her for thinking. Well, for all of you within this life, what have you created already? Thank you.
Amazing. You got it. Yeah, you achieved it. Yeah, thank you so much. Manju, you are amazing. Okay, I will do it. I will read and recite it. Yeah, the commenter. She writes this novel while first thinking, but she has a good command of her first thinking. But for all of you within this life, what have you created already? Okay, I will read it again because maybe something I cannot remember. And the commenter, she writes this novel via both of them, okay. She writes this novel via first thinking, but she has a good command of her first thinking. While for all of you within this life, what have you created already? So I will recite it. The commenter said, yeah, she writes this novel via first thinking, but she has a good command of her first thinking. But for all of you within this life, what have you created already? Yeah, in this way. Thank you so much for listening. Now it's your time, Ellen, to go back to yesterday's, right?
W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the first thinking.
Yeah, read it again. Yes, absolutely.
W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the first thinking.
Perfect. Yes, thank you so much, Ellen. It's your time, Joy.
Yes, okay. W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the first thinking. W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the first thinking.
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Joy. Elva, your time, please.
Yes, thank you. W, without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on results, the first thinking.
Yeah, amazing you are, Eva. Yeah, looking forward to hearing your recite, maybe your recitation. I will read and recite for yesterday's, just for all of you. 8 and 9. Okay, Eva, you first to recite it, and I will follow you.
Okay, thank you. Without wisdom, we cannot create anything. We cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the first thinking.
Perfect. Yeah, okay, I will follow you. Read it first. Without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the source, the first thinking. I will recite it. That means without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the source, the first thinking. So that's it. Okay, now let's go back to the day before yesterday. Ellen, you please.
And it could earn lots of money if you create from early age in your childhood.
Recite it, please. Read it, please.
Read it. And it could earn lots of money if you create from the early age in your childhood.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, amazing you are. Thank you. Joy, at least it
Yes.
could.
Yes. And it could earn lots of money if you create from the early age in your childhood. Now I recite it. And it could earn lots of money if you create from the early age in your childhood.
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Joy. Okay, anybody else to follow? Without wisdom. Yeah, okay. Manju, you can do the review of yesterday's. Go ahead.
Not just depend on thoughts, also thinking. Thank you.
Amazing. Yes, thank you so much, Manju. Fantastic. All right. Yeah, Alice. Good evening, Alice. Welcome back to the home.
Good evening. Yeah, I would like to read yesterday's paragraph and today's paragraph.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Here we are. Yeah, okay. That's the yesterday's. Go ahead, please.
Yes, W. Without wisdom, we cannot create anything, not just depending on the thoughts, the forth thinking. Okay, the kind of mental. She writes this novel while forth thinking, but she has a good commander of her forth thinking. Why, for all of you, within this life, what have you created already? Okay.
Yes. Looking forward to hearing your recitation. You did it so well. So amazing, yeah. Just like an actress, yeah, good player. And thank you so much. Okay, Lily, long time no see. How are you?
Yes, okay, I'm good.
Yeah. So you will read and recite today's, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, please.
The kind mental, then writes this novel while forth thinking, but she has a good command of her forth thinking. Well, for all of you, within this life, what have you created already? Okay. The kind mentor, he writes this novel while forth thinking, but she has a good command of her forth thinking. Well, for all of you, within this this life. What have you created already?
Amazing. Yeah, congrats, you did it. Okay, you're amazing. And you improve your English, yeah, day by day. A big improvement. Thank you so much. All right. And yeah, Joy, you please to go ahead every day, everybody of you,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
Please.
Everybody also has brain and can write and can also follow up your thoughts to wonder in your spider. Why not create such a novel boat? Now maybe to recite it.
Mm-hmm.
I recite it. The fundamental everybody of you also has brain and can write and can also follow up your thoughts to wonder in your spider. Why not create such a novel boat?
Wow, yes, exactly. Yeah, your voice just sounds like from the space, you know, space. Yeah, far away. All right. Anyway, I think we can hear you clearly. Thank you so much for your performances. Yeah, for your support. Okay, your time. Ellen, you will follow Joy to do the same review. Go ahead, please.
The kind mentor, everybody, if you also have brain and can write, and can also follow up your thoughts to render in your spare time. Why not create such a novel art?
Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. Enjoyable. So you will read it? Yeah, please read it.
The kind mentor, everybody if you also has brain and can write, and can also follow up your thoughts to render in your spare time. Why not create such a novel art?
Yeah, I think you and Joy, yeah, also read this word in the same pronunciation.
Spare.
So you know, there is a fruit named pear. You know what pear is? Pear.
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 Pear. Pear. Spare. Spare.
Yeah, yeah. You know pear. Leads. Yeah, pear. Yeah, and here is and also bear. You know bear. Yeah, 熊猫 bear. And here's bear. Yeah, this one is bear.
Bear.
Yes, bear. Not about time. Yeah, just pay attention to it. And maybe at the first beginning you made a mistake, so it influenced you a lot. Okay, no worries. We have time. Take your time, step by step. Okay. Now it's your time. Let me check. Yes, Alice, good evening again. You will read it. I resign. Yesterday and today's?
Yeah, today's paragraph in it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. The kind mentor, she writes this novel while forth thinking, but she has a good command of her forth thinking. Why, for all of you, within this life, what have you created already? Okay.
Oh, yeah, amazing.
Okay.
So fluently,
just read it.
Oh, yes, you read it first. I forgot. Yeah, please recite it.
Yeah. The kind mentor, she writes this novel while forth thinking, but she has a good command of her forward thinking. While for all of you within this life, what have you created already?
Oh, yes, exactly. Yes, thank you so much. Yeah, you can play and also memorize them. Yeah, amazing. Thank you so much, Alice. Yes. Yeah, Alice is joking at joy, I think. Okay. I want you please to go ahead to the day before yesterday's and it could blah, blah, blah. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yes. Thank you, teacher. And it could earn lots of money if you create from the early age in your childhood.
Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much, Manju. Yeah, you got it. Happy to hear that. Yeah, thank you for your efforts for every child. All right, Lily, once again, yesterday?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
W. Without wisdom, we cannot create anything. Not just depend on the source, the force thinking. Okay. W. Without wisdom, we cannot create anything. Not just depend on the source, the force thinking. Thank you.
Perfect. Yes, thank you so much, Lily. Amazing. All right, Joy, you go ahead, please. After finishing writing this novel, okay.
After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly.
Revises it. Yeah, okay.
After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly.
Exactly. Okay. You're amazing. Yeah, just like the from the radio of BBC. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, Ellie, you please just follow up.
After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly.
Yeah, revises it accordingly. Yeah, maybe it's really hard to make it clear here, right? Revises it accordingly. Yes, yeah, amazing. Yes, that's it. I will do it. Follow you to read and recite. Yeah, read and recite this paragraph. Okay, after finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly. So I will recite it. After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly. Yeah, that's it. Amazing. Yeah, Elva, you will go up. Yeah. Just to take after us. Yes, go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedbacks from her readers and revises it accordingly. Okay, now recite. After finishing writing this novel, she collects up all the feedback from her readers and revises it accordingly.
Exactly. Yes, thank you so much for your child, for your support. Now let's go back to after and the day on September the 25th. So who actually does? Aline, you would like to be the first one to read and recite? Maybe I will do it. Okay, Eva, you read it first. I will read it after you.
Okay, thank you. D. The writer is a part-time one, and she has to work and write in her spare time. During nights, sometimes she had to travel out on business and stop the writing.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Thank you so much for your excellent, beautiful reading.
Thank you.
I really enjoyed it. Okay. D. The writer is a part-time one, and she has to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she has to travel out on business and stops the writing. So that's it. It's your time. Joy, to go on your review. Okay.
The writer is the part-time one. She had to work and writes in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she has to travel out on business and stops writing.
Oh, okay.
The writer is the part-time one, and she had to work and writes in her spare time during nights. Sometimes he has to travel out on business and stops the writing.
Perfect. Yes, thank you so much. You all are amazing. Okay, go ahead, Elva, to read and recite of this paragraph. I will follow you.
Okay, thank you. D.
Okay.
The writer is a part-time one, and she had to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she had to travel out on business and stop the writing. Now recite. D. The writer is a part-time, and she has to work and writes in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she has to travel out on business and stops the writing.
Amazing, Yulia. Thank you so much. I will do it. Follow you.
Thank you.
Okay. D, the writer is a part-time one, and she has to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she has to travel out on business and stops the writing. Okay, I will recite it. The writer is a part-time one, and she has to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she has to travel out on business and stops the writing. Amazing. Yeah, thank you so much. I see, yeah, I see Manju go ahead with her review. Yes, please, Manju.
Yes,
Everybody.
yes. The fundamental everybody of you also has brain and can write and can also force up your thoughts to wander in your spare time. Why not create such a novel out?
Amazing. Yeah, amazing you are. Thank you so much. Yes, it's our time. Ellen, I like to listen to you and to end this, this time's recitation, okay? You are the last one, also the first one, to recite and read it, please.
D. The writer is part-time one, and she had to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she had to travel out on business and stop the writing.
Yeah, perfect. I thought you just read it. Okay, read it again to end this class.
B, the writer is the part-time one and she had to work and write in her spare time during nights. Sometimes she had to travel out on business and stops the writing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's perfect. Thank you so much. So that's all for today. Thank you, Eileen. You're the first one and also the last one. Catch you up tomorrow night. Bye-bye. Time to say good night.